Okay, hey guys. So today I am going to be talking about food deserts. So what is a food desert? So the USDA defines a food desert as areas in the US where people have limited access to a variety of healthy and affordable food. And some characteristics of food deserts are limited access to transportation, low income communities, lack of grocery stores that have lack of grocery stores that have readily available healthy options. So why are food deserts a problem? Well, obviously it's an issue because the people it affects have, limited access to healthy food. And so then they are more prone to, um, diseases related to obesity, heart disease, diabetes. So to illustrate this a little bit easier, I will give a bit of a scenario or comparison. So if you had limited access to transportation and money was tight, which option would seem more appealing? Walking right down the street or even driving right down the street to the nearest McDonald's, Jack in the Box, where you can get a full meal for $5, maybe not even. Or walking or driving or riding the bus 20, 30, 45 minutes to get to a grocery store that is more expensive and there's really not that much variety. So this whole, well, for me, at least personally, I would definitely pick the easier, cheaper option because I would not be, want to waste money and time and resources trying to get healthy food that is ultimately going to cost me more. It doesn't seem worth it. And that's why it's such a problem. These people do not have access to these healthy food. So where did food deserts come from? What started them? So with the diffusion of automobiles, so the privatization of transportation. So with the diffusion of cars, more wealthy people were moving from the inner cities to the suburbs. And when they moved, the grocery stores followed them. So this left all the people who were still in the city, so the low income communities, without, grocery stores, without groceries, without healthy food. So they started turning, they had to start turning to fast food and, quick, easy meals that were cheaper because the grocery stores that were left, suddenly their prices were higher and there was less variety. So how big of a problem is this? So 23.5 million people in the United States live in areas that are considered food deserts. And like I said, a large majority of these areas are minority communities or low-income communities or both. And it's not necessarily urban communities either. It can also be rural communities where, they're out in the countryside and there's not anything. The nearest, Walmart is 45 minutes away from them. That also is something that is an issue. Those are also considered food deserts. If people have to drive or walk more than a mile to find something healthy, they are in a food desert. So what can we do about it? What can we do? What can you do? What are people doing? So a lot of communities and groups in various cities all over the United States and even in the world have started things like, I know in Los Angeles that they've started a community food garden for certain communities. So people can just come and take what vegetables or fruits they need, and it's either free of charge or it's super low cost. And then everyone just contributes to this garden. They work on it. It's good for the community. And then I know some promote education. They try to emphasize how you need to eat and why it's so important to eat healthy. And the other groups, they see what the community is lacking and try to find ways to incorporate the things that the community is missing back in. And then outside of these groups and organizations, there's also things like price manipulation and working with supermarkets to promote healthy eating. So price manipulation is where discounts and coupons are made available so that the price is cheaper. So there's more incentive to buy healthier food, and working with local supermarkets. Maybe that's putting up more posters or putting little sales ads up at the front that highlight all the produce and healthy things that are on sale or discounted at the moment. Just things that promote healthy eating and why it's important and all those things. And then finally, my sources. And yeah, thank you for watching.